I want to talk about baptism again today a little bit because there was an event that happened last Sunday, and I'm always a big advocate of baptism. And if people want to get baptized, they should be able to get baptized right then, because there's a lot of people that are in real dire need of some kind of help. And this kind of, well, it's exactly what I'm talking about happened this last Sunday, yesterday at our church. A friend of mine, he runs the camera there, and they were supposed to have 3 baptisms at second service, and only 2 people showed up. So they were having a conversation about that, and one of the other individuals was like, well, hey, this is what we call backsliding. The guy was supposed to get baptized, and and he changed his mind, and there was a lady sitting there that was listening to their conversation that actually knew the guy. And she goes, no, that's not what happened. He killed himself last night. And it just, it's crazy to me that happened, and that individual obviously somehow decided to get baptized, wanted to get baptized, and while he was waiting to get baptized the night before, he ended up taking his own life. To me, I wonder, hey, I know personally from my own experience, and you can watch some of my other stuff on some testimonies about how powerful baptism is and how it changes your life and how it's a real tangible thing. If he was able to actually get baptized, like if somebody, when he asked or said, yes, I want to get baptized, if they would have just said, you know what, we take this serious, we're going to baptize you right now, maybe he, what effect would that have had on him in his life? And I don't want to blame I'm not putting blame on anybody, but my own personal experience with baptism and trying to get baptized, how difficult it was to get baptized. It seems easy maybe to somebody in the church and higher up in the church about getting baptized, but somebody from outside trying to find the right person to talk to, or the right person to ask, or they just have in their heart that, hey, I want to get baptized, and I want to get baptized right now. And they're like, well, yeah, I know we can't baptize you right now, but maybe next week when you come to service, or in 2 weeks when you come to the service, we can set it up and we can, get you baptized. But obviously that's not always the case where that's going to work. Like yesterday, it's Sunday, it didn't work for him. He obviously made the choice to get baptized. If somebody would have baptized him right then, saying, you know what, we'll baptize you right now, because it's a serious thing to get baptized. Definitely, you're in a spot. Your spirit's saying get baptized, and they would have took the time to go baptize him. But everybody is so busy all the time. Like, I don't have time to do it right now. Some of the stuff in my testimony in the past, and this actually happened. I mean, and I've never actually heard it happening before, not in any of my circles, but now it has. A real result of a person wanting to get baptized, and the night before his actual baptism was going to be, he killed himself. Obviously he was in need of getting baptized. And I just want to put it out there. I don't want to make this a super long video, but I think that if you're a pastor of a church, or you're in charge of a church, and you should have a sign on your door of your church where people would go if they need help and they're struggling, and they're searching, and the only place they can find is this building, this church, and they go up to this church. There should be a sign on the door saying, if you want to get baptized right now, call this number. And whoever's in charge of that church, take it serious. Let them call them, just like those help hotlines. If you're going to commit suicide, and there's like, hey, if you're going to commit suicide, call this number. It should be on the church. If you need, in desperate need of getting baptized, and this is what's on your heart, and you're coming here for help, call this number, and I will come there and I will baptize you right now. I will take out of my day. How important would it have been to baptize this individual right then? Like, what kind of difference would it have made in his life if somebody said, you know what, let me just go fill up the tank right now and we'll baptize you? I'm not going to wait till next week. I'm not going to wait till a couple more people want to get baptized. I'll baptize you right now. I'll take my time, because in this particular case yesterday, could have saved his life, which would have affected however many other people in the world. You know, so I'm just putting it out there. Put a sign out. Put a number out. Take baptism serious if you're a pastor. You know, take it serious, and if somebody needs to be baptized, baptize them right now, because evidently it could be too late next week, or it could be too late tomorrow, or in 2 days from now. And I've felt this, you know, from my own experiences, and now I've seen it actually play out in real life. So, you know, I don't know, maybe from this individual's death, maybe it's going to change some ways that our church operates. I don't know what our pastor. I didn't actually go to church yesterday. I was sick, and I was here all day, but I wonder if we could take this experience and say, look, this is serious. Baptism is serious. Could it have helped this individual? If we would have just taken the time saying, you know what, if somebody is in desperate need of getting baptized, we'll do it right now. We won't wait till Sunday. We won't wait till second or last service. You know, anyway. You guys, you know, put out your thoughts of what you think, you know, and we could talk about it.